If you are asking, what is a WHS management system? The plain English answer is this. It is the way a business manages workplace health and safety on purpose. Not just when something goes wrong, not just when a client asks for evidence, and not just when an audit is coming. A WHS management system connects the documents, processes, responsibilities, records, and review habits that help a business identify risks, control them, communicate them, and prove what has been done. In Australia, businesses have WHS duties to eliminate risks where reasonably practicable, or minimize them so far as is reasonably practicable. A WHS system turns that duty into a repeatable way of working. The common mistake is thinking the system is just a folder of policies. Policies matter. SWMS, procedures, forms, and registers matter too. But documents are only one part of the system. If a policy is written once and never used, it is not managing safety. If an inspection is completed, but the corrective action never reaches the right person, the loop is broken. If a worker signs a WMSS on site, but the office cannot find the sign-off later, the evidence is weak. A real WHS management system is a loop. First, plan how safety will be managed. Set the policy, responsibilities, site rules, emergency arrangements, and document controls. Second, identify hazards and assess risks. That might include working at heights, plant, chemicals, fatigue, manual handling, traffic, subcontractors, or job-specific risks. Third, put controls in place. Controls might include safe work procedures, SWMS, permits, PPE, training, supervision, maintenance, exclusion zones, or changed work methods. Fourth, communicate the controls. Workers and contractors need induction, training, consultation, toolbox talks, document access, and sign-off when conditions change. Fifth, capture what actually happens. Incidents, hazards, near misses, inspections, audits, permits, training records, licenses, and corrective actions become evidence. Finally, review the system. Are controls working? Are incidents repeating? Are records current? Are actions being closed? This is where the system improves instead of sitting still. A useful way to remember it is plan, do, check, and improve. For most businesses, a practical WHS system includes 10 core parts. 1. A WHS policy and clear responsibilities. 2. A risk management process. 3. Procedures, SWMS, and safe work instructions. 4. Worker training, licenses, and competency records. 5. Consultation and communication with workers and contractors. 6. Incident, injury, hazard, and near-miss reporting. 7. Inspections, audits, and corrective actions. 8. Registers for documents, incidents, training, chemicals, equipment, hazards, and actions. 9. Emergency planning and response procedures. 10. Management review and continual improvement. For a small business, this does not need to be complicated, but it does need to be real, current, and usable by the people doing the work. The difference between a weak WHS system and a strong one is usually connection. In a weak system, the policy is in one folder, the SWMS is in another, the worker license is in an email, the inspection is on paper, the incident report is a PDF, and the register is updated later in a spreadsheet. The business may be doing safety work, but the evidence is scattered. In a strong system, the document, the worker, the site activity, the sign-off, the incident, the corrective action, and the register entry can be traced together. That trace matters. It helps supervisors manage work in real time. It helps the business prove what happened when a client, regulator, auditor, or tender panel asks. And it helps leaders see patterns before the same problem keeps coming back. This is where digital WHS systems can help. Software does not replace judgment, supervision, or legal responsibility, but it can make the WHS system easier to run. SWMS can sit in a controlled document library. Workers can access the current version from their phone. Sign-off can be captured before work starts. A site inspection can be submitted from the field. An incident can create a register entry and a corrective action. A license expiry can be visible before the worker is assigned to a job. That means the system is not just stored in the office. It is used where the work happens. For Australian businesses, BlueSafe is built around that practical idea. BlueSafe helps create and manage a WHS management system with tailored policies, procedures, SWMS, mobile e-forms, worker records, digital sign-off, contractor workflows, live registers, and audit-ready evidence in one online platform. The goal is not another empty template folder. The goal is a working WHS system. Documents that match your business, forms that capture field activity, records that update as work happens, and evidence that is easier to find when you need it. So what is a WHS management system? It is the operating system for workplace safety. It defines what should happen, helps people do the work safely, records what actually happened, and gives the business a way to keep improving. If you want a WHS management system tailored to your business, BlueSafe can help you build it, manage it, and keep it audit ready. Get started free.